Hello everybody, my name is Anarchy. Welcome, Metal Gear Solid 3. I might want to make webcam. Put that in place. Yeah, welcome everybody. I have never played this game. I played the demo for the 3DS version. That was it. I don't know what these options mean, so I'm just gonna pick the top.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Real quick.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit
Okay.
was the
So,
A-1, known as the
I'm
Vostok
trying not to
rocket.
talk over.
Sokolov is said to be the man most
Metal Gear
responsible for the multi-engine
cutscene's gonna
cluster
be
used
so
in
long,
that rocket.
and if I don't say anything,
After
get
Gagarin's
awkward.
flight,
Also,
Sokolov left
YouTube's gonna-
rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
Also, I
And for
think
that,
we
he
can
left his country
leave
and his
that
family
David hater.
behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba.
Funny enough, the whole
President
Cuban Missile
demanded
Crisis
the
was
Soviets
actually,
dismantle and remove the missiles.
I
At the same
believe,
time, he announced a
started
naval blockade
because
to prevent further missiles
the
shipping
United States
reaching
put
Cuba.
missiles in Turkey
But the
aimed
Soviets
at
didn't back down, instead placing
So,
their armed
in
forces on
retaliation,
secondary alert.
Russia
So
did the
transport
same
ships
thing to
carrying missiles
Cuba
continued on
towards
course
America,
US
and
Soviet forces
that's when
went
the
on alert
American
for an all-out nuclear war.
big
Frantic
deal after.
negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever
They just
to either
talked
the
about.
US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
Okay,
You
so
mean
in
the
this
Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on
uh,
Sokolov?
Cuban Missile Crisis.
That's right.
Or Sokolov.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago,
Zero.
we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes, he was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice
Can't get
name
over
for a
there.
virtuous mission.
They moved
Like,
in there
the
just
dude is
recently.
so talented.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Alright. So, okay, I think we're
Listen up,
about
Jack.
to...
Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Yep, we're about to get to gameplay.
Once we've
here in a
confirmed
few
the rescue of
minutes.
Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery stopped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Alright. That one was only... right around 10 minutes. Hell yeah. Snake looks so good, man.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code This mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Uh-oh. Here, I'm gonna plug in my... Alright, where did they say that? I've only ever played this one, yes. Oh, fuck. I'm recording this one. I'm actually gonna put it. I want to start doing video editing.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose
Hey
the weapon you
there!
want
I
to
didn't
equip
expect to actually
and
get a
press the
chat
enter
message
button.
tonight.
For other equipped items, just do the same thing from
How are
item.
we doing tonight?
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests.
What do you mean by
entirely
that
in your
feels a
hands.
little differently in 2023?
Real
I
one-man
guess
army.
I just wasn't looking
Relax.
at chat at the
There's a
time.
support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here
I'm
on the
certainly
gunship
going to
with
cut most of these
She-
codecs and cutscenes
Hello, Snake.
out
I'm
of
paramedic.
the
Nice
video
to meet
recording
you.
version.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short.
Ah, an American
You're a
in
regular
Russian
Captain Nemo.
A
territory.
name means nothing on the battlefield. After
Yep.
a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
What did we
She's
rate
also
this
in
shit
charge
down?
of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really?
That's real.
Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission.
Hmm.
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means
That's a really
devoting
long
yourself to your
call.
country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive?
All right.
Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80.
141.80.
Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Swear to God, I'm gonna get like 10 minutes of gameplay out of a
Snake,
fucking
try to
3-hour
remember
recording
some
of this game.
basics of CQC.
But it's Metal Gear. So when the combat and gameplay actually does start.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
This is definitely Metal Gear Solid.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
God damn it. Anyway. I swear to God if this is another cut. Hell yeah.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
I don't know what it was. That cutscene just
Snake,
It's
your
real
presence in
weird.
Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer.
I
The
am
uniform
not even
option
learned
lets you
how
pick
to
your
activate
uniform,
the
while the
survival
face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa.
I'll be right
The
back.
key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Shit. Playing. Look at that. Remembered how to use. Alright. Sorry for the What is it? Oh, I'm riding. Five. Oh.
Huh. Guess I'm seeing things. Just my imagination. Huh?
That was... Yeah, no, I don't know how he didn't notice me until I shot him either. Also, I don't think I've ever seen your name in chat. Thank you for checking out my channel. I honestly don't know how I didn't get a game over there. Alright, 1 sec. I'm gonna pause the game. I would do this up, but as you can see, it hasn't fit me comfortably in a very long time. Or at least the bottom hasn't. Anyway, let's get back. Yeah, no, I totally appreciate you checking me out. Keep letting go of both buttons at the same time, and I think that's gonna get me killed. Oh, no, sorry. My, microphone. It's like right here, just a little bit off camera, and it's like, you know, a good 2 feet from my face, and I also had the decibels turned down on OBS. So, look. Not the codec. Alright, well, look at the control scheme here. Isn't. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm dumb. I think I just quit without saving. If you can't tell, it's my first time playing this game on PS3. Oh my god, I have to restart the whole game. Let's see if I can't skip these cutscenes.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
You can only save via the codec in this game, and I forgot to save. So, yeah, no, I have not saved once in the whole game. Because I literally just started.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy.
Alright, there we go. No worries. I was taking my time the first time watching all the cutscenes and stuff, so I probably can do it pretty quick. God, I love the HD version's codec skip.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics.
That's the codec. God damn it. Alright, cool. We've been recording for 5 minutes now. That's crazy. And we probably have like 10 good minutes of usable content. Ah well. That's for me to worry about later. You guys to just sit back and enjoy the stream. I wish I had a way of displaying chat on screen, but fortunately, don't think I do. At least not the modes I've tried. Here we go. Yeah, I've tried a bunch of different ways to do it on OBS, and it just hasn't. So I kind of gave up on trying to get chat to display like it does on Discord. The Discord plugins are a hell of a lot easier than the YouTube ones. Not to mention Streamlabs is, I think, the better option, is what I've been told. So we're not going to worry about it.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory.
Alright. I think we're back at the point that we... Yes. See if I can... Actually, you know what?
Huh? It's just my imagination.
I'm so smart, guys. I understand basic functions that Metal Gear taught me. Pop.
Just my imagination.
I would like to take his AK-47 sneaking mission.
Huh?
Now we wait for...
Just my imagination. Huh?
See you later. I might cut this stream short. I got some stuff I gotta do for school. Oh yeah, tactical. Oh. That's what that means. I would.
Who's that?
Attack.
Patrol here.
I think I'm just gonna let them shoot. But this is a perfect time to practice CQC.
Snake, do you read? Snake!
Major.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're far from okay. Look at your life gauge. You're on your last leg.
No, I can still...
See?
Snake, this is a solo sneaking mission. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Huh?
It means there's no backup, no cavalry. If you're taken out, nobody is there to take your place. Pull out for now and recuperate.
Find a hiding place and get some rest. Your life gauge will gradually recover with time. But the speed of your life gauge recovery depends on the level of your stamina gauge. So get plenty to eat, then get some rest. You hear me? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh. If I'm dying like a man. You see that shit? I took 5 of them with me. But I still failed the mission. Major fumble, if I do say so myself. There's my stream lighting. There we go. Bring the light a little. Sorry. Or there.
I'm just seeing things. What's wrong?
Don't you wake him up.
What's wrong?
I don't know how to climb. They didn't suspect a damn thing until I fucked up. I see these weird cat things. I don't know what they are. The little green things in the tree. Oh, fuck. Those guys. Oh! You're kidding me. Oh my, that is awful.
Huh?
This is HQ. What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
I'm using way too many bullets.
Just my imagination.
You know what? Okay, so you press triangle to get back up. I need to get a clip of Dream on to put over me falling off the edge now. Oh my god, that'd be great. Bang. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes. No. Hell yeah. Oh. I know there's a way to get back up, but oh well.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
Yeah, no, the game didn't tell me anything, so I was in my little dumb boy era. This is a cool fucking game. That is. All right. Climb snake. Anyway. Oh. I don't know how I'm supposed to climb back up there. Oh. I never even saw that. Well, backpack. I got the M16. Why can't I use it?
Who's that?
Oh fuck.
Come in, Agent.
What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
Well. We've reached a new area.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
Oh yeah, don't forget to
I
save.
can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
I still want to know where my M16 went.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
No, we're not. 'Cause I gotta save, motherfucker. Paramedic is 145.70.
I see you caught yourself a reticulated python. The reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length. Although they're not poisonous, they're still very dangerous, so be careful around them. They have a highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs. Their most distinguishing feature is the mesh pattern of their scales. This pattern acts as a highly effective natural camouflage. If you think there
Gone
might
with
be a
it,
reticulated
paramedic.
python
I'm trying
around,
to
pay
save.
close attention to your surroundings. Otherwise, you could get bitten before you even know it's there. It's a huge snake, but you should be able to capture it alive by using the tranquilizer gun. I'll bet if you capture one and throw it at an enemy, it'll give him a good scare.
Right. But how do they taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
Why else would I be asking?
Cannibal.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says. Ah, you're in luck. It says they taste pretty good.
Good. I can hardly wait.
How do I save? Is there not a save function yet? Oh. Let's try talking to her again. Because that might just be what she's talking about.
The gauge below your life gauge is your stamina gauge. Eat food to recover.
Can I not save yet? Let's try the boss. No response. 80. Try 0.
Snake, Sokolov is imprisoned in the northeast.
Yeah, I literally can't. I still think it's really weird. Actual control. Potentially. I still think it's really weird that my M16... Oh, there it is. Don't really need that. Sonar can. There's my... Yeah, no. Looks like there's no way for me to save yet. Guessing later in the game, I'm gonna get a new codec contact. We'll be able to save for me.
Just my imagination.
There we go.
Who's that? Radio, get us some backup!
This is Agent.
There's the surprise. Alright. All right. Here.
See him.
I want some more.
Ah, shit. Dark Souls rolls. There we go. Perfect. No. Come on. No, fuck. Fuck, don't shoot. Don't shoot! Slice and dice, baby. Slice and dice. There we go, Sneaky Boy. Recover. Huh? Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
He's over there. I see him.
There we go, Sneaky Boy. Oh, fuck. Oh, you're joking. Fuck.
Snake, what's your status? Snake!
Okay, so at the very least it does. Take this a little slower. I'm too used to Metal Gear Solid. Crouch walk around. Fuck. Got me. There we go.
This is HQ.
Who's that? Control here.
Respond. What's going on out there? Acknowledge. Eliminate all enemies.
Cover!
Major, I'm in front of Sokolov's cell, but the door won't open.
Hold on, Snake. What's the current condition?
Condition?
Yeah, what phase is it now?
Evasion.
Exactly. I already said you can't contact Sokolov during battle. Don't you listen to people when they're talking? Well, anyway, the reason that door won't open is probably because Sokolov is blocking it himself. He's scared, and no wonder. In order to break Sokolov out of there, you'll need his cooperation as well. So stop scaring him. Contact Sokolov later after you've disengaged the enemy.
See ya.
We've lost sight of the enemy. He's definitely...
There we go. The down guys, I don't think I can beat.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
The whole military outfit thing was a fun gimmick at first, but if it's too
Khrushchev has
tight.
lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
It might just be my monitor, but
They
it
wouldn't
kind of
need
looks
that
like
many
the
men
colors
just to
are
keep
a
me
little
inside.
more muted and
Their orders
darker.
were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me,
the capture card than it is out of my TV.
even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
I love how they're speaking, but the text is that he's speaking so cool.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Right. I thought he was just standing up. Oh, Snake. Uh-oh.
Freeze!
That ain't good.
So this is the legendary boss. Huh? We meet at last.
You! You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Damn. Eek. Real for real.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
GRU operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Goddamn snakes.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Get fucked, dude. Alright, this is fucking awesome.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
I think he remembers more than the basics of CQC.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Nice. Hello. Alright. This, I need to find a way to get this microphone closer to me. Like, here it sounds great, but I have no table
Major,
here.
do you read me?
I read you.
I wish my desk
Snake,
was
you
just a
alright?
bit taller,
Run
maybe?
into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Alright. We got this. Buy some wood and make extension. It's more so... I could do that. But if I were to do that, I'd probably do it for my monitor. And not my... like my microphone and whatever. Because that would... the desk is about 2 or 3 feet wide. Or not like wide. Wide this way. Anyway, so if I scoot my chair in onto the carpet, I can get pretty close to it. I just am leaning right up against the table to do that, and it doesn't give me a great angle for the TV, which is about 3 or 4 feet up from the monitor. So if I could get the mic to stay right about here, it would be great. But that's over past the edge of the table and also up about 1.5 feet. Or not 1.5 feet, more like 7 inches. I don't know. I could do it. I just don't think I want to go out and spend the money.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
Uh-oh. See, I know the lore, but I'm... okay.
That's what they were making.
I mean, if you had a bit of...
Yes.
some way of
The
making...
Shagohod. The dreading behemoth. A tank capable of
Yeah,
launching nuclear IRBM.
this wouldn't be so much of a problem if I removed the carpet from under my setup, but my desk and everything else on it is a little too cumbersome to move all the way across the room and then take the carpet out from under it. Because it has all of my switches and everything hooking up my various different consoles and my computer and my monitors and everything. Hell, even my printer.
Finished until we complete.
I don't know. At this point, I'm just complaining to complain. But, there's definitely ways to do it. I just don't feel like it would be super necessary right now. Because I could just talk a little louder.
Yes. And then the age of fear will truly begin.
But, ideally, I want to get it so that my mic is, like, right here.
Cooperate.
Because that just makes me a hell of a lot clearer without having to shout.
I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America. Quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Metal Gear Solid 4 be like, moves 5 feet. Cutscene. Boss.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
I don't know. With the microphone I have, this little blue snowball, the stand's only about a foot tall. Or, actually, that's a hell of a lot less than a foot. It'd be a foot if I folded all these legs up. No, not even. Still wouldn't be a foot. I don't know. I'm not great with measurements, but it's not a huge thing, and I don't think you can get an extension for it. It's more so meant to be like a podcast mic. Supposed to move the table up to it, not the... Yeah.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Okay, you don't have to follow any logical means to make noise juries. Okay. Yeah, I totally could. Thank you, though, for bringing that up. It's not often that I get, like, a decent conversation going off of the comments in my chat. There was one time where this guy just kept talking about how the games I was playing for, like, a holiday stream were not as good as the ones he liked, so I just stopped streaming. Kind of a bitch move. But, I don't know. I wasn't in the best place mentally that day, so...
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
The boss is going Russian. But at least it's not no Russian.
These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
think you can pull the trigger?
Did she pull the fucking firing pin out of his gun? What? Dismantling this man right now. Oh, his fucking arm. Holy shit.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Bro, Snake finna die in the first mission.
He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
No, for real though. Maxed out versus level 1s.
Jack, you can't come with us.
Bruh, that's fucking hog wild, man. My brother Snake just got folded. What the fuck was that? Now I know why I had my audio turned down a bit. There we go. That was fucking wild, dude.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Funny enough, this isn't the Snake from the other Metal Gear Solid games. This is way too early in the Metal Gear Solid timeline for that to be the case. So this is Naked Snake. The one from Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 and 4 is, Solid Snake. I think the original Snake, or I guess chronologically this is the original Snake. But the first Snake we play as in the series, Solid Snake, he just has it. I have no clue why, he just has a bandana. But this one is a significant bandana because it is the bandana of Naked Snake's mentor, the boss. Without going into too many heavy spoilers. But yeah, this takes place in about 1964, I think. And Metal Gear Solid 1 takes place in 2005.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah, just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up.
I wouldn't say Solid Snake is necessarily paying a tribute to the original Snake. Again, without going into too many spoiler details, Solid and Naked do not get along very well.
The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go.
They're also voiced by the same guy, and
First, open
also,
the survival viewer with the start button.
well, until Metal Gear
If
Solid
you select
5.
Cure, you can start the treatment.
But that's a whole other can of worms.
Healing is divided into treatment
they're related
using
in
medicine
some
with
way
the
as
item
well.
window button, and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area,
Though,
hold the
I
weapon
guess,
window button
in
and
any
use the
case,
left
it
stick
could
to select
also
the
just
medical
be
item,
a
and then
tribute
press the
to
enter button.
the original Snake.
With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't paying
Understood?
attention to her. I was just kind of talking.
Stay with
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Go
Game
into
dev
the survival
sense.
viewer and treat
Newer
those
games do
wounds.
small things that add to the old versions. Yes, because this is a prequel. This is the first game chronologically in the entire saga. Your suture kit. Bone fracture. We'll do splint. It's splint. Suture kit. Splint. Suture kit. Disinfectant. Stipped it. Disinfectant. Cool. But yeah, no, I totally agree that it definitely was a tribute to Solid Snake in like a game sense, because they look almost identical, and also, which has a lore reason actually, and it's just a very iconic look for him. So there was definitely things that they did in order to make him look more like the Snake we all know.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Cool. Oh my god, we've been streaming almost 2 hours now. But yeah, I think I've achieved peak comedy. I put T-posing Snake as the thumbnail, so of course, funny. I gotta say though, she's real pretty in a she could kick my ass kind of way. She's reaching for him as well, which I think leads to, or alludes to how close of a bond they have. Because she was his mentor. He taught him everything he knows. And she cares about him. What are you planning to stream after the Metal Gear series? So I kind of just stream whatever comes to mind at whatever point in time that I am deciding to do whatever it is I am doing that day. I hopefully want to do Resident Evil, but I would have to start that off with Resident Evil 0, which I would have to look up a guide for. So it might not be as entertaining if I were to do that. I might potentially do a couple JoJo All-Star Battle streams once I get good at the game, because I just got that on PS3 as well.
A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Hey, Volgy,
Nice
chill.
catch.
Chill, bro.
I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear.
Bro getting real creepy.
A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her.
Saints Row. I have Saints Row the Third for my Switch, but I don't know. I'm not super knowledgeable on the Saints series, but I have a lot of fun with Saints 3. So.
Shall we take her back to the base?
I also have Gat Out of Hell,
Perhaps we should.
but
We have no further use for Sokolov's
I didn't really
research
enjoy
facility.
Gat Out of Hell very much.
I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still
Fallout
our
players
countrymen.
using the mini
What
nuke
would we
be
that
like?
pulled the trigger? Be our friend, the American defender.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
But yeah, I might take this a game at a time. I'll do this, and then probably... they remastered 3 in 2021. Yes, I know. That's the version I have for my Switch. I got Saints Row 3 remastered. But yeah, I think I'll take this a game at a time. I'll do 3, and then I'll do probably finish up my Last of Us series that I started when I first started the channel. And then probably do Peace Walker, because I think that's the next game in the timeline. I've never played Peace Walker at all. Same thing with Metal Gear Solid 2. Never played that one either. And then I'll do... so, unfortunately, unlike people that do full Metal Gear Solid 5 playthroughs, I have Ground Zeroes on Xbox 360 and Phantom Pain on PS4. So I can do both, but the save data from Ground Zeroes will not carry over to Phantom Pain like it does if you have both for same or on the same system.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night.
Alright, I'm gonna skip that because I probably don't have the wait, shit to play that. way darker than the original.
Currently flying over the
Yeah, so all I really know of Saints Row 3 Remastered so far has been me screwing around with all my cheats on and just going around killing zombies because it's fun. Using the, I think it's called the Penetrator? It's the weird melee weapon. It's cool.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Yeah, no. If I did do Saints 3, I probably wouldn't do a story playthrough so much as do just kind of screwing around for a while, like I do with GTA 5.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's
Call of
defection.
Duty. I could do anything I want, really.
Does that mean they're after you too?
But there's some games that I figure would probably be better
the White House received an
for
unexpected
YouTube than others.
President Johnson. Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a group.
Alright, yeah, you have a great day, dude. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you stick around for more great content, honestly.
Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility, the whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen?
It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. Will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Alright, so that was the virtue.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73.
All right.
She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
That was pretty wordy, but I also love this for this. Oh, sweet, we do have suppressors. I know. Supposed to be Adam.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Oh, it's the boss.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
You gonna kick his ass again. How's she gonna do my man dirty twice?
Go home.
Again with this shit.
Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
He does make a good point.
You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Ow.
If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Just had her horse stomp on a motherfucker's hand. God damn, this would have been cold.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell, It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Sec. Do a quick little promotional thing. There we go. All right, cool. Influence. Hey. Got a survival knife, a stun grenade. Bitch! I wanted that 45.
What's this? HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
So if the nuclear strike was a week ago, how am I not dead right now? Like, be for real. wonder if I had left the M16 there, if I would have been able to pick it up. Ow. Epilepsy warning, I guess.
What the hell? He must be lurking nearby.
Come on. I'm across the bridge already, dude.
Who's that?
Well, as soon as I save, I think it'll be a good point to stop. You know what? I'll wait until I get to the cutscene with Adam. Yeah, I have no clue if the virtuous. Hell yeah. Yeah, so clearly I wouldn't have gotten it. Virtuous. Cool. AK-47, my first actual gun. Hey, what's that? Cardboard box. Get the shit. Huh. I had to go in there to come back out to get the cutscene.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down!
The guy was already spinning when he was getting shot. What the fuck?
There is your answer.
Hello.
The name's Eva.
Of course. Press R1 on the controller. Get a close up of her. Fucking hilarious. Oh my.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
$11.
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
The tension in this scene is powerful.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
It's a long fucking cutscene.
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina.
Okay, so this is
Depending on
perfect
how long
on
you
point
sleep,
then.
you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Overwrite that file. And with that, everybody, my name is Anarchy. Oh, never mind. Looks like we got a cutscene.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
It's the Ocelot soldiers.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry.
Why is it giving me the boob
Don't forget
camera
your gear.
again?
Here, give me a hand. We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it, Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Don't go dying on me now.
The fucking tension between these two. God damn. Alright, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the stream. If you liked it, consider checking out some of my other content and subscribing. It doesn't help me financially, but it does help my ego, that's for sure. And with that being said, have a great night, everybody.